Aquarius, hello there. I hope you're keeping well. So this is your collective love reading, and it's going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Venus is highly representative of love connections, twin flames, even, I was going to say viruses as well, sorry, I do apologise, finances as well. So you may want to check out your chart, see where the planets were placed in what zodiac signs, and see if you've got more zodiac signs coming up within your chart than others, or see where Venus was placed when you were born, and then go and listen to that reading. Okay, so what we've got here at the back is where Spirit sees the collective as of this moment for Aquarius. So we've got an opportunity coming in here, a fresh start. Fresh was what I was getting coming into the reading, a wanting of a new beginning. And that was why I picked out the light blue candle. There's vibes of change, adventure, new life experiences and opportunities. I feel you're taking control now. There's been an ending, like a death card. There's been a transformation that's gone through. A shedding that may have been since possibly the beginning of autumn, may even have been before that. Remember though guys, you're all on different timelines. So with this energy here, it being for the collective, some of you may not have reached that point yet, others of you may be way past this point. Okay, it's just down to you to try and gauge where you fit. But this Ace of Cups card, it's a lovely card, it's a positive card, it's a new beginning card. It's highlighting love, an injection of energy, movement, happiness, joy. And it's when all our thoughts and projects, they kind of get put on hold because there may be a new love interest, or that this might be that you're just prioritizing yourself now, and that is why the Emperor card is there. You're taking control, you're asserting yourself, and you're making sure that you are the main person within your life as of this moment. You're taking control within and externally, outside of you as well, as much control as you can. And if it is that you're not able to control what is going on around you, you're controlling how much it'll impact you. I really am being drawn to the orange and the red that's on that Emperor card. Orange, that does represent patience, use of intuition, even partnerships. I do feel there's something that you're considering committing to, but you're being firm with yourself. You're making sure that you know exactly what you want. And from the get-go, if you now know what you want yourself, you're making sure that you're asserting your emotions and needs to whoever it is or whatever it is that you're committing to moving forward. I'm hearing there's no time to be wasting now. Whatever it is you're considering investing into, you don't want to be Mickey Mousing around, shall we say. You just want to be clear from the get-go, no dilly-dallying, just straight to the point, both being on the same page and moving forward and progressing if you see it going anywhere together. If it is that it's a person, or if it's a project, going in the right direction, trying to find out from the beginning if it'll be something that is worthwhile. But the red as well, that is representative of new beginnings, because I am being drawn to that Emperor's gown there. Individuality, leadership, the self. So there is a priority there, a self-importance, but within the right way. I'm hearing dominance, but I'll see how this plays out here, see what further clarity we can get on that. Your party coming into the reading, whoever it is that you're investing your thoughts into. They're at the Page of Swords energy as of this moment. You may not be able to see this card. That's just there. They may be doing a lot of research into their circumstances as well. That might not just be around you. It might be into what their needs are, what they want from the position that they're in. Maybe that they're becoming quite irritable because they're not getting the answers that they need, but they're keen to try and gain guidance, gain clarity. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Ace of Swords moving forward? I do apologise. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Ace of Cups moving forward? In love for Aquarius. Do you know the cards were absolutely bouncing for about 5 minutes before I come into your reading? And now I'm asking for a card. Nothing's jumping out. Leo energy. Leo in reverse. So there's some doubt surrounding you here. This may be what you've been letting go of. This is what I'm sensing. A shedding. This is possibly what you may have been releasing coming into the autumn period. You've made this conscious decision. I'm hearing druidry. Sorry, I can't get that. Druids. We'll just say that. I can't sometimes say that. Paganism. Being engaged more with the outdoors. Embracing the outdoors and the environment. Grounding yourself with the earth. Yeah, because something wasn't coming to an end here. You wasn't getting to where you needed to be. You wasn't able to reach that goal. And then I feel the universe is coming with a new beginning. This is what the Ace of Cups is. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Emperor? Where Aquarius is at as of this moment in love. Yeah, and there we have it, a movement forward. There's just been a surge. It's as if it's come from nowhere. There's been a lack of hope here, but a perseverance, I feel. A wanting of groundedness and a focus. And I feel that focus has been on the autumn. For some of you, you may not have made sorry, bear with me a second. This is the downloads that are coming through. It causes stuttering, mixing up of words. You may not have made the conscious decision and pinpointed from autumn. That's when you're going to try and create the change. Some of you may have done. You may have put manifestations out there to the universe, wanting to let go of what no longer was serving you, because you were feeling a lack here. You were feeling lack of hope, like you were trying to tame a situation or keep it under control, but you just wasn't gaining from it what you wanted. You come to a realization it wasn't working for you anymore. The universe recognized that as well, and it just moved you along. There's no explanation, I feel, at times at why the universe moves you along. It just happens. It just does. We can't explain why things within life happen. They just do. But for some of you, you knew this change was necessary. It may even have come at the end of summer holidays when kids were returning back to school, and you was able to prioritize yourself more because you've not been as consumed within needing to engage with your children. But there's been a self-focus here. What else can you give me, please? Oh, yeah, look, there we have it. That can be offerings out to the universe. That can be a moving on, a moving forward from children. That can be seen as children. Then being sent back to education. And that shift has come. I feel as well with that Page of Pentacles, following on from the world, sorry, not the world card, I do apologise, following on from the Wheel of Fortune, there's some type of karmic path or karmic influence here. You needed to be moved forward. It was necessary, but it's worked in your favour. It may even be that you've been involved with a Leo or possibly a Capricorn that has been holding you back for selfish reasons, preventing you from moving forward. And that's why that World card has been in reverse. There's been a stopping here of wanting to move on. Because that Page of Pentacles as well, that can be about being over-influenced. And you're not receiving the respect that you're due. You're being looked at as being less of, or a minor, or not as higher value, possibly in comparison to that Emperor that is there. There's quite a distinctive I can't find the word here. Someone's made it known that they are held, or they hold themselves in higher regard than they do for you. It may even be that they was quite patronising. I'm not saying that the Emperor is when they're in this position, but it may be that somebody that was in a higher ranked position and they carried this role through within the relationship as well. They lived within this role. Could have been somebody that had their own business, and if there was a director, they carried this director role forward into the relationship. They wasn't able to snap out of that role. They made sure that you knew there was the divide there between the power they had and the power that you had, even though it should have been equal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take you over to this Page of Swords that's over here. So this is how your party, how they're coming into the reading. I feel you've given them something to think about, and they're becoming quite irritable with it. May even be that they're on social media watching you from a distance. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Page of Swords energy? But I'm getting quite an irritable vibe. And I don't feel you're in communication at the moment. I do feel that is you giving them something to think about. There's a spitting of a dummy, spitting out of a dummy here. And there we have it again. Page of Swords. I'm not fully sensing that the Emperor is just you guys. I feel it's an energy that's around you, Aquarius. Because this Page of Swords that's here, and the fact that you've got another one, the difference we do have though with the two page cards is that the big page card that's at the bottom, the page is actually turning, looking back at the past, but this page card that's here is actually looking as in moving forward, as if they're going forward. I do feel they have taken on partly of what you've said, but there's still hesitation here. They're not willing to show you that they've taken on what you've said. They've taken that on board. What do we have here, please, Spirit, on this Page of Swords? Six of Wands. There's a coming round here, a movement forward with whatever it is that they are involved in within their life. I do feel this is taking action towards you. There's something falling quite heavily on them here, and I feel with the type of stubbornness that's going on within their mind, a shift that's taking place for them would have to be weighing really heavily on them for them to make this change, because it's massive. It's a massive shift for them. Okay, so this Nine of Cups, where this is placed within the spread, this is what they feel towards you as of this moment. So there's contentment here, there's balance, there's a wish fulfillment. That's what they want. They know if there's something that they want with you, there's changes that are necessary. What can you give me, please, Spirit? I've been told to say Pisces energy. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Nine of Cups? Seven of Pentacles. That is a reflection. That's a looking back. Not a massive reflection saying over the whole life, but this can be with what you've said to them, what you've offered them. Yeah, the Pentacles is about the tangible. It's about what we've earned, what we've got, our assets, our place within the world. where we found our feet, the basically the progression that we've made. And I feel this is the reflection of someone's, let's say, status here. And they're thinking, right, I still want to keep hold of part of who I am, which is fine, but they know moving forward, they can't take that power, that career mindset, I feel, that role that they play within the career, forward with them within the relationship. They can't be, let's say, for example, the director within the relationship as well. They need to be the partner. Use it equal. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on the Seven of Pentacles? Otherwise, you'll stay withdrawn. You'll just hold yourself back. You won't want to know. This can be seen of self-preservation. But I feel at times that can be, I just don't want to know. Leave me here. A restriction. This isn't going to be going anywhere. And they know that. And the only way that you're going to release from that restriction, even though she can release herself, the lady that's in the card, the vibes that I'm getting, is if they walk over and release you from the restriction. Because there's compromise here. There's an energy that has been so stubborn. They wasn't even willing to step forward to come over to you, to bring some balance, bring some understanding of where you're coming from. There was a need for control, but they know now that they have to reach out. What can you give me, please, Spirit? I'll take an extra card with that, of how they feel towards Aquarius. Yeah, duality. They know you need to both be on the same page. They want you to be on the same page, and they're prepared to come forward to... I'm even getting now, you know, that might be them that's being in that energy. They've really held themselves back, even at times thinking that they're a victim because of what they've been told. But for them to reach what they want, for them to strive, they really have to look at the day-to-day of where they're at and drop what isn't working for them. This role that they've had, that they think has worked for them in the past, isn't going to move them forward. It's going to keep taking them round in circles, and they have to release themselves from this self-imposed prison, this tied up energy. It's taken them time to get there, to realise, to bring you both together. You need to be on the same page, and it's going to take them time for you both to get to the point that you want to be at together, so you're both heard equally. And you can see the lady here, she's just tiptoeing. She's just putting a toe into that water there, tiptoeing into those emotions. But it's progress, and it's going to be slow, and it's going to take time, but they're getting there, and this is massive for them. They know how they feel, they know what they want. And with that stubbornness as well, you can look at it from another angle and think, yep, it's taken them time for them to get to the place of where they are now. But when they're with me, they'll know how they feel. And I think they know how they feel, but they've got to be willing to take on board the compromise, and that's what is necessary. So the Three of Cups here, this is what's going on within their environment as of this moment. This is something external to yourself. Yeah, it can be seen as a third-party relationship, but I'm just not getting it here. Cancerian energy, I feel this has nudged them towards this clarity that they've got. Maybe that they've been to a social event, because it can be seen as the community card as well. And they've been within an environment, I feel, where something's been brought into their awareness. May have been at a wedding, a birth, a christening, something like that. And they've seen from a slightly outsider's perspective how things can play out if they're willing to put themselves out there and release some of this control. And they want that. They want part of that. And the next card out, I feel that's the invitation. An invitation that was offered to them to go to this event. Or somebody that's put an offering out to them saying, do you think you'll ever commit to something and possibly even get to this level? Marriage, having children. And it's given them something to think about. Or that may now be that they want to offer that cup to you. Whether that be with how they feel or an apology. And the card's just flipped over here. Massive realisation. They've been surrounded by happiness. Could be a marriage, as I said, or the birth of a child. And there we have it again, the next card to come out. Knight of Cups. There's a wanting of progression here. A moving forward. A romantic type energy. But upon reflection, I feel this Knight of Cups, that can be an energy of being self-obsessed, of idealising, waiting for this particular moment to come into their awareness, or they're waiting for a situation to unfold in a particular way, and they're idealising this situation. If anything, it doesn't exist. They're constantly trying to live up or find something in other people to validate this make-believe, or I can't quite get there with my words, but I've got it coming through in my mind. It's as if they've got it in the mind, like I've got it at the moment. But if they express, like I'm struggling to express, if they put it out there what they want, if anything, they may sound a little bit stupid, because what they're after, it doesn't exist. It's too ideal. There needs to be more flexibility with them. And this is coming to their awareness now with that Sun card that's underneath. I feel there's a strong Leo vibe. I sense that at the beginning. And I've just heard there's been a crash, a breakthrough. Something's gone on here within a celebration and it's clicked. Something really has clicked. It's dawned on them. And it's taken time for them to get there, but they've needed to sit back and see a celebration or a coming together and take that time out to see something unfold, to make them realise what they're missing out on or what they can have and what they want or what they're thinking within their mind. It doesn't really exist. And their expectations from themselves, is it really achievable? Okay, so what we've got here with this Queen of Wands energy, this is what they want from the connection with you. There's passion here without a shadow of a doubt. Queen of Wands energy, typically Aries, Pisces Aries energy. Strong Pisces within the reading as well. And this is somebody that feels passionately, feels creative. Can be seen as a third party, doesn't have to be. But it's an energy of someone sitting back and being caught up within the mind, but not actually doing anything about it as of this moment. So I don't feel the assertiveness of the Emperor is being applied here. I feel there's a step down in status from that Emperor role. If you're not engaging with that Emperor energy or identifying with it, I feel if your party is, they're coming down to something more balanced now, because this is new territory for them. This Queen of Wands energy, I feel this is why they're sitting back. The difference between the King and the Queen is that they're not on different levels. It's just the Queen is more of a sitting back energy. Spirit is coming in so strongly at this moment. I've gone absolutely freezing. There's something key here for some of you. I'm hearing for some of you that are Aquarius, Pisces, cuspers, particularly. So that's if your birthday falls between, I say, usually about the 19th and the 24th. Going back though, the Queen is somebody that'll sit back, often sit back behind the King. She'll be more creative, more applying herself in a way as to be suggestive to the King. Have you thought of something this way or that way? Possibly trying to initiate some change, but she doesn't apply it, actively apply the change, where the King will. He'll go out and he may create the change, or he will create the change. He'll be the assertive one out of the two, the one who'll be more determined. He'll take the action. That doesn't mean to say the Queen of Wands though doesn't get what she wants. She does. It's just that there's more creativity there, a bit more flair. But there can also be a pattern that comes with this Queen of Wands of, at times, her passion can overtake her, and there's an inability to say no to these passions. There's overwhelm. And her interaction with others, remember, not gender specific, can be destructive and leave her feeling guilty. And I feel there's your party knows how they feel towards you. There's such strong passion here, and they want that passionate engagement with you. But they're not able to regulate at the moment. It's as if their feelings are polarized. They've gone from such a strict way of being, if it is that they are in this Emperor energy. I feel some of you are engaging strongly with a Pisces, Aries, the Emperor being an Aries, and the Queen of Wands being a Pisces, Aries. And then they've gone to the complete opposite because they're in overwhelm. They're being consumed by all these new feelings that they've opened themselves up to, these passionate feelings, and it's as if they're rolling about within them. But it's becoming too excessive, it's going too far. Let me see what card is coming out next within the deck. Yeah, there we've got it. The Devil energy. It's becoming too much. I feel they're not regulating those emotions of how they feel towards you. Their emotions or what they're wanting from you may have a really strong sexual vibe. Possibly fantasizing. Maybe even bondage. Overly obsessing of how they're going to get their sexual needs met. So if it is you come into communication with them and you want to move forward, whatever it is that you want from the connection with them, if you do want anything, it's just about making sure you're both on the same page and it's safe. And I feel that needs to be heard from the beginning. There we go. Because the next card's the Eight of Cups. More Pisces energy. There's a wanting to make progress here. There's a wanting of more. There is emotions there, but they may come forward, I feel, and apply themselves to you quite sexually. Very much in their ego. Because this is comfortable for them. It's bringing with them a flare of cheek. So if you were to knock them back, they can hide behind it. They can hide behind this ego. But there's such desire here, such sexual energy. Yep, and there we have it. The Knight of Pentacles. They're wondering, they're strategizing, they're trying to think of how they're going to create this change. They want something for the long haul here. They want a stronger link with you. They want something more committed. But I do feel they're going to approach you coming from a more place of cheek, offering something more sexual. So if it is that they get knocked back, they can hide behind this cheek. They won't put themselves out there of what they truly want. But they're moving forward so slowly and so cautiously because this is new to them. These feelings are new, but they want to take the time with it. They want to learn. They want to learn from this engagement with you, being close to you, because it's new to them. It's different. Okay, so what we've got here as guidance from Spirit is your energy. 5 of Swords. Spirit's trying to tell you here to try and keep yourself grounded, possibly meditate, and try and avoid being restricted. That 8 of Swords energy, or being blocked. Trying to prevent situations from getting out of control. It's not about being over controlling. It's just about trying to be in, or coming from a place of making sure you are able to maintain that balance. And if you're in an environment where there isn't balance, or you can't strike balance with another person, or within a situation that you're in, then try and protect yourself and work out how you can protect yourself and balance just yourself within that environment. It may be that you're going to come up against a situation where there'll be some defeat or loss here, and sometimes it's just allowing that to happen. There's no avoidance with it, but there's a needing of preparation, of making sure you're not in a place of as much vulnerability anymore, of learning of how you want to be moving forward, and try and detach yourself, or not take things as personally. I feel you've learned quite strongly from what has gone down in the past. But what it's about learning now is, when you're in a situation which you're unsure of, trying to gauge at the time, being mindful and thinking, is this something I stand here and fight for? Or do I retreat? What's the best option here? I'm really bringing it back to yourself. Trying to respond, not react. It isn't going to reply for all of you, but I'm not sensing at this moment there's an overwhelming, impending doom or bad energy that's going to be coming in. I mean, God forbid if any of you do come up against this, but there is things that will be happening. But this is Spirit's guidance. It's what they're reminding you, is that there's things that have happened in the past that will have built up your resilience. You are in more control than what you think. And remind yourself in that situation, ground yourself again, as I've said, and tell yourself how far you've come. Stand your ground. You don't need to approach anything aggressively. It isn't going to reply for all of you, but I'm not sensing at this moment there's an overwhelming, impending doom or bad energy that's going to be coming in. I mean, God forbid if any of you do come up against this, but there is things that will be happening, but this is Spirit's guidance. It's what they're reminding you, is that there's things that have happened in the past that will have built up your resilience. You are in more control than what you think. Basically, you're stronger than what you think, but you're not going to know that, and you're not going to be able to reassure yourself of that until you're in those situations and you're not avoiding them. Oh, Aquarius, I send you massive hugs with this one. I really do. I'd love to know some feedback. Pop it in the comments section if you don't mind. And yep, sending you massive hugs and taking them through right the way up until the 18th of November. Catch up then. Speak to you soon. Bye.